don't know about Video Man right now. I ain't tapping with him tonight. Look at Video. Oh, you're gonna live a long time, my friend. Tawag, Video Man in the building. Yes, hello. Video Man. As soon as I be like, I don't know. Here he go. Tawag, you that guy. Ooh, it's the butterflies for me. You got some homework. Is that what that means? But shout out to everybody that's joining the building. You are tapping into What's the Word Poetry. And tonight is season 4, episode 1. It's a premiere, y'all. And we got 6 faces on the flyer that's supposed to be in here, y'all. And tonight we are dedicating it to the obvious 9/11, 2001. The theme of the stream is where were you back then? Where have you been since? And where you at now? So I can't wait to hear what y'all come upstairs to share. Y'all still got time to tapping into that homework that's on Instagram. There go them words too for some inspiration to get your piece right. Don't be scared. We all friends here, so yeah. hmm How y'all feeling today? How was everybody's day? My day was pretty long. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but we here now. Good vibes and energy. Water and respect is the only thing required of y'all. So, oh yeah, and homework too. So I hope y'all got your homework here with you. You had a great day. I love that. I love a great day. No, some it has some trials and it has some little tests, but we made it through. We here, y'all. We are here. Look at my chakra drop. Hello. Who this? Who this? Savage. Not you trying to. Not DJ Savage trying to come out here and get his piece right. You not.
Quick, try,
That,
yeah, try to
just,
get in here. Man, let me in, coach.
all right. If you're trying to rush upstairs, I need face too. Thank
Oh
you for
Lord,
my spotlight. Thank you.
I gotta put clothes on.
With my plus sixes. Your plus sixes. What plus sixes? What's plus sixes? What's that? What's that? Hold on. Hold on. Hold
Damn it, Sin. Hold on.
on. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got
Oh,
clothes on now. Hey, Chakra. Hey, Snickers. Hey, Stack.
wow.
Nikki.
Look at my twin. Look at
Alien,
my twin.
Jamar, Poetic Justice, Psych, Sauce, Tag, Jamai. How are
They
y'all
rolling in. I
doing?
just started the live back over again, so we got to take time because y'all know CPT. Black people never on time, but we
What's
here
I
now.
was here. I was on time early.
Miss
My
Nod, my face on the
Wednesday.
flyer, my favorite alien, my only alien is here, y'all. I'm ready for her to share y'all because she dope.
I
And make
got. I
sure when
thought the
y'all
day
come
was
upstairs, y'all let these tag streets know
Friday.
what y'all got going on in your own lives and your own lives, okay?
I
Let
ain't been
people know
live,
what
but
y'all got
y'all can
going
catch
on.
me after 6 o'clock Eastern time if I go
hmm
live. You know what I'm saying?
The only alien. In
Monday through
fact, that is
Friday.
the fact. I'm my twin. My Nikki 24/7. Go ahead, Savage. Since you want to be upstairs, you want to be first, you want to. Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what the day is now. Don't do me like
Show me
that.
what you got, Shawty.
You
Show me
know
what you
I
got,
be on
baby.
Fat and
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
We here now. You there now. So go ahead and share now.
Now see, what the fuck do you give a fuck about that little turmoil? Either you can make the change or you can soak in that pity my life seafood boil. Now, see, I'm at the age where I got to be better. I can't lose faith, keep my mind and my heart and my soul iron tight in any weather. Now, see, them quiet thoughts during sobriety can leave you lethargic and filled with anxiety and pressure building. You can read it on my palm. I got to remember to exhale because if you don't, you might turn into a fucking ticking time bomb. And see, I tell them negative thoughts in my mind to lay the fuck off. I'm feeling lost in the damn chaos. But see, never fear. See, your inner help and inner self and divine light is always near. And I say, see, don't you fucking panic, because see what's real and what's fake with separation. I said, you need help, so you better send God that fucking location. And don't you forget, there's always a lesson during the confusing times. So when memories and traumas are bashing your motherfucking mind, don't you go into survival mode. You tell your past that they don't want no motherfucking smoke. Cause see, I am a king and nothing can ever take away my fucking crown. So I scream back at the fucking bad days and I tell them to sit the fuck down. Peace, love, and light. I
Hello?
appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DJ Savage. He got y'all
Yeah,
started. See, he done got the ball rolling.
I
Now y'all
appreciate
already
y'all. You know
know.
what I'm saying?
If y'all got your homework, y'all gonna sprinkle the movies on my top or
Get
let
that
them
shit,
butterflies
man.
fly free across that screen. Request a box and come upstairs and share. Don't be scared. We all friends here. Make sure your water is on deck too. Sincerely yours, my friend. Another face on the flyer is here in the building. Hello. Yeah, we about to have a good night, y'all. Who got homework though? Who told a friend to tell a friend to come push their pen with sin? I can't wait to hear what y'all got. But I'm going, in the meantime, while we wait for the rest of y'all to roll in, welcome to What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1, where we're about to stroll down some memories from the time up and after 2001. See, me, around that time, I was about 11 to 12 years old, still living in Brooklyn, attending IS 292 in the mean streets of East New York. As a matter of fact, I believe I was in about seventh grade, and me and my classmates, we were on our midday lunch break. You know, kids being kids. We had no idea how much at that time we should have been filled with fear. All I know is that an alarm went off, causing chaos and confusion until we looked out the window and immediately saw the sun was blocked out by smoke. They told us to keep calm and how some of our parents were on the way to get us. Still, we didn't know that life that day would go through an extreme change. While staying seated, all I saw was my mom's rushing through the cafeteria door, still with her headscarf and her flip flops on. Sin, let's go, was all that needed to be said. We moved quick because there was no time for no passio shit, because this was a 911 situation. In the cab on the way home, I asked her, Mommy, what's wrong? She said that a plane had hit one of the World Trade Towers, location in Manhattan, and we had a few family members that was out there in the area. My one auntie pregnant with twins out there at her doctor's appointment, and the youngest of my grandmother kids out there trying to make her way to another potential safe space or building. I immediately went into shock and panic mode, scared of what I had just heard because I honestly didn't know how serious this was about to get. My home was under attack, and it was making world news. Planes crashing and bombs being dropped for everyone everywhere to view. We finally made it home. Crazy thing is, my grandmother had called off that day. The building she worked in was right next door to the towers. But I guess her spirit had assumption of suspicion because she didn't go, being her never miss a day of work and her I don't know how many years of working there self. Because when we finally made it up the stairs, there she was sitting on the couch watching a live video of, I think, the Channel 7 helicopter video view. We joined her in there, witnessing all the turmoil that was happening, and I couldn't do anything but cry because why, who, what, and what reason was for being that type of cruel? Watching people scurrying on survival mode as we see half of the tower explode, still not knowing where our family members were. Thank God they were okay. Both happened to have somehow, God, get access to a phone. Luckily, even when being in panic, they still remembered to call home. All of my loved ones made it out okay. But rest in peace to the many memories and souls we lost that day. We got to grow up, experience things in life, but due to the mere fact that at any moment you can lose everything is why me and my loved ones are so tight. And yes, we argue and fight, but I wouldn't replace them for nothing in this world. Fast forward, here in Florida is where I've been since then. Went through high school, puppy love, and heartbreaks, blah, blah. Next, a cashier turned pharmacy pusher. Ended up catching a little petty ass case because a bitch tried to get stupid with the wrong one's mother. And so I had to fuck up her face. Onto the trials of an adult life. Right now, I'm 35, and let me once again share on why I am so proud because at only 29, the reaper and stress tried to take me out. August 15th, 2018, had a heart attack. I would have died in that hospital if my mother didn't cause a spectacle threatening to sue their ass if they went and let me go into diabetic shock on their watch. Thank God again for my mother being there. September 1st, 2018, I flew overseas to Jamaica and got married. Did y'all pay attention to the timing? That was only about 2 weeks. I left because he wasn't the one for me. Yet still he tries every few months. Can y'all believe this nigga? But anyway, moving forward. October 6th, 2018, I graduated business school. So just so y'all know, that sensational creations wasn't something that I just decided to do. And shout out to my sisters for pushing me to finally start my business because it was long overdue. They did that for my big 22. My big 32 is where it really took off. I'm more than grateful and filled in with thank yous. So again, welcome to What's the Word Poetry, because this wouldn't really be possible if it wasn't for the contributions of time, love, and support of all of you. It's a blessing on it's a blessing. So let's hear what the rest of you have to share. Don't forget, it's your presence more than these presents. It's your time more than your dime. So thank you and shout out to the Sin City citizens that's over here sitting with Sin, who coming upstairs to share what they push with they pen. Hello, I saw the blank in the box. Where y'all asses at? Cause it went bye bye. Oh, okay. There y'all go. Hello. Hi, y'all. Welcome to my house. So, who got homework? Hello, discreet. Hello, my jokes on you. Hey, y'all. My goddess, my big motherfucking goddess. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my baby hooky. Hold on. Hold on. And shout out to everybody popping in the building. Oh, yeah, I love this for y'all. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to everybody in the building. This is What's the Word Poetry Season 4, Episode 1. And we about to get lit in here. So who got homework to share? Cause where's my faces on the flyer at? I know Naj is in the building. I know Sincerely is in the building. We got a few other faces that we waiting on. So, In the meantime, oh, oh, my Shay in the building. Hello, that Queen Shay. Another face on the flyer. Oh, yeah, she was here since season 1 and she made it back tonight. Oh, thank you. Where we going? We can't go nowhere just yet. We got to rest. We got time. It's only 9:13. But in the meantime, we got some people that's trying to get in this box while we wait for the faces on the flyer to request. Source Gatsby, he got homework from me. I know he does.
What's good, y'all? Y'all
I
talking
did.
to the ceiling today. Y'all talking to the ceiling today.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
tell
so.
y'all why. It's a deep type of day. And I ain't practiced this piece because I didn't want to read it after I wrote it. But we gonna bear through it. Hello to everybody in the comments, all of the grids, all of the newbies, all of the people who came for the first time today. Uh, Here we go. Smoke blown to ease anxiety before panic sets in. Memories of being back on my bullshit strikes fear for ages. All because I don't forget. Fits of confusion and chaos ensues in locations where families cool and soon to be entombed in the patios. Them and passers-by left attacked with debris as no sadder as no sadder song could be played on a Casio. I tried not to make this about what it truly was. I was at school in class that day in 2001. Shit wasn't fun. After that, my name gets used like a southern pun. Like Mr. Muhammad, was them your cousin's son? Like, what the fuck?
What the? Was that on purpose, Source Gatsby? Was that on purpose or was your service nervous? What happened? That go crazy. I don't know, y'all. But we got one of our faces on the flyer blinking in the blocks. Perry, I see you too, but hold on. It's been a while since she been here, so I'm gonna let her upstairs first because this her house today, and we just guessed to them. Hiya! It's a Dodge, our favorite alien, my only alien.
What's up? What's up? How you guys doing tonight? Hey guys, I see you guys. Aliens in the building. So I have a question. How many am I reading? I just want to make sure.
As many as you like.
Okay. Hey Casper, I
But I
see
got a
you.
request.
Okay.
Before you go, do me that one favor.
Okay.
That one favorite. You know that one favorite.
I got so many. I don't even know.
The one, my favorite.
Okay.
The
So
robot voice.
well, I was just about to.
Oh,
You want that one? Okay.
mm-hmm.
All right. I gotta get into character to do that voice.
That's okay. You got time.
All right, cool. So, all right, so here we go. We'll start with that and then I'll move on to my 9/11. All right, so check it.
Homework first.
Homework first? All right, so we'll switch.
Homework
All right,
first.
we gonna follow
All
what you
right,
say. Bella, I see you. All right, so here goes my homework. Where was I? 9/11. So here we go. Um, I stood in the heart of the city, Manhattan's pulse beneath my feet, a college student's dream unfolding in the shadows of the towers so steep. That morning, the sky held no warning, just the rush of routine in the air. But the world split open in an instant, and the chaos soon echoed in despair. From my window, I saw it happen, the planes that pierced through the sky, close enough to feel the tremor as the towers began to die. My hands shook as I fumbled for my phone, dialing numbers in desperate prayer, family, friends, all in those towers, but all I reached was static there. The smoke, it rose like a serpent, twisting its way through the air, and all I could do was stand frozen with a heart full of dread and despair. I imagined my loved ones trapped inside as the flames began to climb, wondering if I could hear the cries or if they had to run out of time. So my teacher, he saw my trembling hands, his voice a silent command. He said, "Stay there. It's not safe out there. You won't be safe," and they'll stare. He feared for me, my headscarf tied, a sign of faith that I proudly wore. But in this broken, burning city, it might make me look like something more. Would they see me as an enemy in the midst of all this pain? Would my hijab paint me guilty as the ashes fell like rain? So I stayed there, helpless and waiting, a phone, a lifeline in my hand, but the silence screamed the unknown as I prayed that they'd all understand. Hours and hours passed like years of stillness, heavy heart with grief, yet so strong. For through fear tried to break me, my faith in myself carried on. I watched from his window, uncertain of what this day meant for my name. Would my city now see me as foreign, or would I be seen just the same? So those towers fell, but we stood unbroken in the ruins. The truth would be found, and through the terror and the pain and division, we rise firmly rooted and unbound. That's my
Wow.
piece.
So you said you was at school that day too? I think
Yes,
a
I
lot of us
was.
was at school that day.
So to paint that picture, I was a college student, a new college student, and I actually was at my internship that day. And I wasn't that far because I was Lower Manhattan is where my school was. So I had my neighbor, he worked in there, a couple of other friends. My aunt also worked there. I used to actually work in the Twin Towers myself. Yeah, so I worked in the top. I worked like, so not directly inside, but like across the street. Because if you know it, it's a mall downstairs. So I used to work for Century 21, which was right across there. So my neighbor, he used to work across the street. So we take the train together and we'd go to work. So yeah, so I had a lot of connections. I'm grateful my aunt did make it and my neighbor did make it, but the people he worked with on top of the world, they did not make it. So it's crazy because I remember we were real cool since I was 17, and he introduced me to all of them actually. So probably a month or two before the towers bombed, I had lunch at the top of the towers because it's called like it's like window. It's like the name of it's like window of the sky or something. But you can go to a restaurant on the top. So he used to work there. And one of the times that he was working, he invited me. So I met the manager. I met like a bunch of people in there, and they did not make it. So that was
Wow.
tricky. Yeah. So, like I said, as a college student, I was doing my internship, and my teacher, my teacher was my pattern maker teacher because I was in school for fashion at the time, and me and my friend, we were both Muslim and both hijabi, and he was just like, yeah, nah, we in the city, you ain't going outside. It was so crazy that day. So I was ready to go home. I was like, we about to walk across this bridge. Like, I was like real Brooklyn with it. And he would not let us leave because he was just like, yeah, nah. So he said, stay at my house for a couple hours till we have more information. So it ended up being my teacher, like my principal, a couple other people from the school. And he took us all into shelter in his house because he lived very close to the school in Manhattan. So we ended up like being like bunkered up in my teacher's house for a couple hours, just watching the news. And he was Italian, so he got international news because he had a satellite situation. So we were actually watching a lot of the news that American news wasn't saying because we were watching foreign news and they were giving a lot more information. So that was very interesting too, how the stories also changed in the coming days. So that was kind of crazy. But we did all that, and like I said, no trains were running in or out. You had to walk, like miles and miles. So eventually, late that evening, we got word that the A train was running, and we ended up taking that. We was on the train like ready, like I was wrapped up, like, yo, who want a piece of this? Like it was the most nerve-wracking train ride home to get to Brooklyn because people was on edge and we was ready. Me and my friend was ready to fight. Like anybody that pulled up on us, we was ready to go. And so that was crazy. Just being on that train ride, trying to make it home to my family was hectic. And then in the coming days, even like that first week was crazy. So because everybody was saying something. So it was edgy. Like my whole community was real edgy. So I remember that just like clear as day.
Yeah, that's well. You was in college. I was in middle school.
Yeah, I was like, you made me
I was
feel
in the
old when you
seventh
said
grade
seven.
on
You
my
said
lunch
seventh
break.
grade.
Like,
I said I don't feel like we that different in age.
right,
But
me
when you said
neither. That's
seventh
why when you
grade,
said college, I'm
I was like, girl. I was like,
like,
okay.
golly, yeah, I was in middle school.
I was like,
And my
okay.
mom ran through that cafeteria door like, let's go.
Yeah. So it was interesting, but yeah, it's like if you were a New Yorker in that time period, you're not gonna forget that because you lived in
Yeah.
it during that time period. You know what I'm saying? Like you were there.
And the
You
thing
saw
about
what
it was,
happened.
like,
You saw it play
during that
out.
time of my life living in New York, I had never been to Manhattan like that.
Yeah.
So I can't even say that I experienced the World Trade Center or none of that area. I had never been to that area. I hadn't been out of Brooklyn. The furthest I've been out of Brooklyn was to Queens.
Wow.
So
I feel like
yeah,
me
like
being a
I don't even
teenager,
have a visual memory of what that part of town even looked like.
me being a teenager, like I said, I was 18, working at Century 21. I used to be like a cashier in the lingerie department, and just living your regular life. Just started college, so I was newly back in New York, and
Hmm.
so all of it just was so crazy at that
Yeah, that
time
happened
period.
fast.
Yeah. So especially like I said, because I just happen to have a really good friend that worked there. So I used to really hang around that area so much because my job was right there.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
shout
so
out
it's
to everybody that's in their building. Look at y'all pulling up. Look at the scouts in the house to represent they girl nines. I love that for y'all. It's the love of the love of the love. I love love. So thank y'all for putting up the support. And shout out to everybody that's in the building downstairs. Also, if y'all got homework, don't be scared to request a box. My face is on the flyer. Sincerely yours, that Queen Shay. I seen y'all downstairs in them comments. Get the blinking in that box. Don't let me have to ask for you because this is y'all house tonight. In the meantime, I see y'all. I see Perry and I see you too. Sauce back upstairs. I guess my body, his friends got rid of you. So
Mhm.
hold on. My Naj, go back downstairs. My favorite alien, just don't go nowhere. But we
Got
in
you.
here tonight, y'all. So if y'all got y'all something y'all want to share, don't be scared to request the box. Sauce is back on you again, cause I don't feel like you was finished.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
actually.
Go ahead.
I was. I just came to explain. It
Get
is
to where you
literally
going, love. Ain't no rush. No
this
living
short.
dangerous.
This short. Because that's literally my experience with 9/11.
Okay.
It happened. I didn't have any family out there. All I know is I felt for the people who were in that situation. And for the next, I want to say year, 2 years, to a matter of fact, past that, to the point where I was going to Atlanta and they pulled me out of my school group going to the airport and put me in a room and started asking me goddamn questions because of my last name.
Wow.
That's the experience that I had from 9/11 on.
Wow. Now because
Motherfuckers
of
was
all of
literally
this,
like, was them your cousins, bro? I'm like, bro, I'm dark as night, half Nigerian and half South Dallasite. What do you mean? Is them my cousins? I don't know nobody from them countries.
well,
Just
I'm
because my
thankful that
last
you're still
name is
here.
Muslim. That part.
Thank you for coming upstairs to share your piece and doing homework for me. Source Gatsby, y'all. I see the box out of blank. Oh, all right. My sincerely, I see you. Perry, you've been waiting, so I'm gonna let you upstairs. But my sincerely, I see you, friend. It's up in the stock. Don't go nowhere. Just stay right there. Yeah,
Hey,
see?
what's up?
Yeah, see? 9/11 been different for everybody. That's why I felt there was a need to do this stream. Different stories from different places
Um,
all over this world. Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna do one part because it's actually like a four piece. It's all one poem, but it's split into four pieces.
Gotta
This one is
speak up,
called.
Perry. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So this piece that I made is called Rubicin. I'm not sure if you ever heard it before, but rubescent means like blushing or like red, right?
Okay.
So, and I've never like I had experience during the 9/11 deal, but I was too young to remember. So, um, but you got me blushing like honey and bees. See, like a set of eyes looking at me. See, you got my eyes open to the sea, like a body of water. Can you feel you and me? Like I got two eyes looking at me. Your words are fermented like water to me. Someone who is the one that is watering me. See, like a body of water, I am your flower to be. Water my seed. Show me how you make me breathe. Make me understand you are a part of me. See, like a body of water looking at me. Make me understand I need you to make me breathe. See, see, like a body of water, you are a part of me. Please tell me whom you're supposed to be, my earth or my woman, the body of water that's looking at me, the 75% of whom I'm supposed to be, water that is a part of you and me, open like a body of water and set like a set of eyes looking at me. Rubicon. You want me to keep going?
Nice. Is there more to it?
Yeah, it's like four small pieces. Do you want me to keep going?
If you got a piece, then read your piece, Perry. We here to hear you.
Ah, okay, that's cool. All right, I'll keep going then. Rubicon, a piece of you that's a part of me, infatuating the art of you and me, knowing I need you to complete who I'm supposed to be. Rubicon, I'm sorry, 75% of who I'm supposed to be. See, like a body of water. See, like a set of eyes looking at me. You are the oxygen that helps me breathe, the art of the woman that is a part of me, the earth that holds me together like a planted seed. See, like a body of water. See, like a set of eyes looking at me. My earth, my woman, the piece that's a part of me, something I can't replace, like an open body, a sea, something that is beautiful in the eyes of you and me. See, something I can't replace, like my woman, eternally. But you are my earth, since you matter to me. See, like a set of eyes looking at me. You are my world that makes me breathe. You give me my oxygen, like a set of seas. The Pacific to see, sorry, The Pacific to see with the set of eyes that you matter to me. A body because you are a part of me. Rubicon, 75% of whom I'm supposed to be. Rubicon, I am a flower that once came from a seed, and your body of water is the art of you watering me. Rubicon, like the rose I'm supposed to be. Rubicon, because you are my earth, the water that's feeding me. See, like a set of eyes looking at me. Got me blushing internally because I'm walking on something that's supposed to be my earth, my woman, someone that is beside me, something that is beautiful like al dente. That's a part of me. 75% of who I'm supposed to be. The woman that's standing right beside me. Rubicon, a woman that's a part of me. Rubicon, the woman that is open like a body of sea. Rubicon, a woman I want to spend my time with eternally. See, like a body of water, you are the one for me. See, like a set of eyes that needs to come lay with me, my body of water that gives me oxygen to breathe, my woman that's a part of me. Rubicon, the flower that is yours to be, the rose that has came onto you for me. Rubicon, you are my body of sea. Like nature, I need you to breathe. Rubicon.
Nice. That woman had you sprung, had your nose wide open. See, see her too. We see
uh,
the message that you giving us. We hear you. And
listen,
love,
listen.
love.
That's
Mhm.
that's that's my poetry. That's how I write my poetry. I write
I
as if
know that's
I'm
right, baby. I know that's right,
ready
as you
from the mouth.
should. Your
Yeah.
poetry should always be a piece of you. Everything you do
That's
should
right.
always be a piece of you. So shout out to
That's
everybody that's
right.
in the building for his that's in here for some poetry tonight. Who gonna share
Thank you.
something? Because
Thank
we
you,
trying
people.
to hear a
Thank
whole lot. So
you.
again, the theme of the stream, this is Mr. Perry. He talk about love. And see, we saw that. So don't go nowhere. Stay downstairs and see who else come upstairs to share. Because we got some blinks going on down there. Sincerely, my friend, it's on you. You could go downstairs, Perry.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Got my face on the fly, my friend. Since Season.1, sincerely yours. Come on, my abiding friends. Be nice to him. He live here. He got a key. I know y'all lying. He been patiently waiting. Friend, 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 come back. Come back. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Welcome, welcome. This is What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1. And we gonna have a good time in here tonight. And we gonna share some homework. The theme of the stream is 2001, 9/11. Where you been from then, where you were at that time, and where you at now. So, yeah. You got time to write a piece. Check out them words on Instagram. hmm The minimum is 3. hmm Dang, my bot. Why y'all doing sincerity? My sincerity. Close out the whole app and come back, cause y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. In the meantime, in between time, my chakra drop. I'm gonna bring you upstairs. We gonna see what they do. We gonna see. See, see. They let her up. See, they let her upstairs. We see you.
I was outside bullshit. My bad.
hmm
Definitely. I'm back inside though. I'm back inside. Hello, everybody. Okay, yeah, I'm here. I did my homework. My piece is called. Well, first of all, Perry, Perry, Perry.
hmm
Shout out to Jamal in the building too. Um, Make sure y'all pop in Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern for the for the juice box after the rundown. It's a women empowerment edition. Also, make sure y'all tap in this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern for family affairs. We are doing family matters, and it is going to be a showdown between Sir Chilliton and Judy Cakes. Okay, so y'all pop in for that. It's about to be lit. All right, so my poem, thank y'all. My poem is called Chaotic Energy. Do I sound like I have like an echo?
Not to me, no.
Cause
'Cause
like
I remember last time you did exactly that. Mm-hmm.
that's
You
this
pushed
mic.
that mic to the side and
I gotta be
mm-hmm.
like, in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wrote this poem in 11 minutes, y'all. I ain't have a lot of time. I just put it together. All right. I used all the words, by the way, so I'm over. I hope you put that in my grade book. Add that
In
up.
11 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, let's hear. Mm-hmm.
all right.
I know you did it.
I definitely did. Okay, so it be so much chaos and confusion in my family that the shit people do in real time don't even fathom me. That I keep my peace and don't get caught up in the illusion or confusion. With time and age, I don't forget nor do I regret, only reflect on my contribution. See, those painful memories made me into the person that I am today to live freely, not in survival mode, because I have always prevailed with the grace of God that has never failed. See, I don't allow my anxiety to build. If anxiety wants the smoke, I'm trained to kill. Since I pray daily, I don't panic because I am authentically myself. This energy and love will forever be organic. And no matter the location, I rise to the occasion or situation with no hesitation. And baby, I stand tall in formation, open in communication, breaking curses of generations. Hello? You heard me. Without explanation, with intention to inspire and impact one by one a nation. Heart posture on 1,000 because Yahweh reminds me and miracles of his divine creation. I don't know how ill they operate in because I'm the mastermind of the operation. See, yeah, my spirit is lit and I will not quit. Yeah, I'm bomb, I'm a gem, a charm. My light shines so bright, leaving my oppressors in turmoil. Yet I pray again, hit them with the ashe and the amen, and I watch their blood boil. So call me hot, call me chakra thermal. And this mood and optimism, they cannot spoil. See, my faith won't let me fare because there's no other door. Wait, I'm sorry. My faith won't let me fare because one door closes and I know more blessings and opportunities are near. See, this is mine. This is yours. This is our year. So if we pop out, simply appear, it's evident that we are covered and no weapon formed against us can interfere, nor will it smear us with their mess because we elevate and pray and light and sage and refuse to accept nothing less. And kings and queens, yeah, we pressed never with the need to impress, but humbly on the throne because the gifts that we possess. Decreasing the stress and heighten the success, fly ass drip and dress and basking in the internal gifts that we possess. See, as we embark on a peaceful passio,
Yeah.
Pasio, they playing checkers and we already the master chess. See, embrace your progress like DJ Khaled. We are the best. And let me get back to my humble shit because I must digress. See, this is chaotic energy, always in my thoughts, always in the thoughts, mouths, and memories of others, but it's the sag in me. And ain't nothing like the complimentary that I'm giving complimentary because I will timeshare only unless you a friend of me. And that's my piece.
Yes. That's my chakra drop. Check her on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern for the juice box. Cause she gonna have an epic show going on. It's a ladies Friday. Yeah. Sincerely, friend. D, I see you too. Stay right there. My bot let him be great because he a face on the flyer. Thank you. Hello, welcome home.
Hey, yo, it's up and it's
Hello.
stuck, gang. I know the vibes.
Hello.
We outside, hugging trees, drinking
Mm-hmm.
water. How y'all feeling tonight, man? Like, feel good to be home. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
You
comfortable. It's
gotta keep.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking
I
good
see you in
tonight.
your PJs.
Oh, listen. I got the sweater snuggie right here, like this one.
Oh, the sweater.
Warm,
All
okay,
right.
like it get to get. You know what I'm saying? I got my cup of tea right here. We
See, I
outside
got my
tonight.
you decided my think happy thoughts on. See, giving a word or two. Okay.
Hello. Make sure y'all go cop that merch too. Y'all, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that be.
Um,
There's options in them.
so how y'all doing tonight? I'm sincere. If y'all don't know, y'all can follow me at sincerely yours underscore poetry. Um, since somebody really wanted to be me, like really bad, and jack my account, like so. Yeah, matter of fact, I gotta change it here too to my handle on Instagram, to my new Instagram handle. But y'all also can follow me at Lost Tribe of Poets on Clubhouse. You can follow me at the Lost Tribe of Poets on Instagram as well. And if you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, then definitely make sure you come through and run up my TikToks. You heard? You know what I'm saying? At Sincerely Yours 86 on TikTok. So yeah, man, I got some new pieces for y'all. Uh, I was working on some homework. Matter of fact, when you had called me, so I'm not finished writing. Like I'm gonna write it on the spot. Like I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you something like super fresh. Like,
Oh, okay.
uh, but this piece is called As the World Turns. So 1, 2, 3, the world keeps turning. Oh, what a day! What a day! What a day! See, peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. And if your knowledge were your worth, then it would be well earned. If we are made in her image, then call us by our names. See, most intellects do not believe in a goddess, but they fear us just the same. You know, I think it's just a game. They say chess and checkers. I think it's red versus blues because everything is complicated, especially when it comes to hues. Like what? Is the color of my copper not proper? Am I not your Academy Award, your Tony Award, and your Oscar? Am I not your baseball, your football, and your NBA roster? Am I not the doctor? Once medicine man, once shaman. Maybe I'm the witch doctor because healing seems to be what they all have in common. And we all have common sense. But you can't find common sense in common places. That's because royalty isn't common. You know, it comes in the form of these human faces. And yeah, I said it. These human faces. I see the faces of my ancestors. So when I paint family trees, I know they grow in acres. And now that's what I call the field of dreams. They call me a cotton picking Indian giver, and that's just because my people created the fabric for all those genes. That's why my genes are genetic. In Genesis, they say I'm Jinn and I'm the genie, and my light is they nemesis. So from Superman to superhuman to supreme being, well, that's my premises. See, I've been cultivated like the indigo, and that's why my color is be indigenous. So you can take a picture of my growth, and that's the real photosynthesis when you image this. I had to synthesize the sentiments of an epic made epoch, and then I figured out that without the Amaru, we would never see Pac. So when it comes to the equation of my nation, I'm like 2 bigs and 3 Pacs. You know, I've seen shots that could take away a breath. That's why it's all eyes on me until it's life after death, because there is only life, there is no death. For example, you never sleep, you only rest, which is why we rest and peace, because peace needs a resting place. So I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I wear peace as my resting face. And I rest in faith, because I know faith is real. Because to me, faith, it means feeling all the insights that heal, which means faith is a skill. It takes time to read a scale, knowing that the weight may be heavy because patience is the time that it takes to get through hell. And they say a test is just a testament turned testimony. So when you pass with flying colors, there's no shade to say you failed. Because failure, well, that's a mind state. Like, think about it. It's a mind state. They say time waits for no man, and man just waits to be on time, only to find that to free yourself, you can't just stick to the program. Like, can't you see the program? It's funny, because it's the age of Aquarius, and did you know that water can be programmed? So that explains how and why I was born by the water with $3.06. Yeah, you might laugh, cause you did not do your math. See, 1, 2, 3. So as the world turns, let's turn with it. Let's burn limits, seeing no limits from the masses, and let the limitations be the incinerations and be the phoenix from the ashes. I want you to be the star in the sky and be the light in the flashes, because you are everything that matters. You are the liquid solid gases. It's melanin in your makeup. That's why your DNA makes you magic. So remember your magic. Because remember that spirit lives on in your breath. Because if you don't, just remember, the mothership can't save you, so your ass is gonna get left. If we are made in her image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in a goddess, but they fear us just the same. But it's not the same. It's an odyssey. Because I'm the one that's odd to see. I come to the realization that they don't fear God or a goddess. They just fear the God, me. So 1, 2, 3, the world keeps turning. Cecilia.
Yes, Cecilia. That's my friend, y'all.
I know the vibes.
I heard what
For the
he said
love.
about the TikTok, but he's still here for the night. He can face on the fly. He ain't going nowhere just yet.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
So he's just gonna go downstairs.
I'll be right
And
back.
the erotic, I'm gonna bring you in the back because you've been waiting patiently. The erotic from hot ass Arizona. It's on you. You got some homework for me? Come on, Tag. My bot and friends. Stop doing that to people. We trying to have a good time. I said, dear. Well, Stepper, you missed Chakra. Did come back. Oh, I'm Sean. Hold on, Sean. I see you, friend. You gonna try D again? My bot and friends, y'all gonna let her be great? Okay. Hello, lady in red. How about you? Hello.
All right, so I use 8 of the words.
Ooh, she got more homework, y'all.
No, been coming through with my homework. Yes.
Yes, she has. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. This is What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Premiere 1, Episode 1 of Season 4, y'all. That's 71 all together. And we got some fire faces on the flyer tonight. So y'all stay tuned. Because we going to be here for a while. So if you got something to do, go get that done first and come back. But in the meantime, we got Dear Erotic in the box about to share her piece.
Right. So I titled it Between Us.
Okay.
I don't panic. I understand it when he texts T and P. I hit the shower, refresh my flower, and put on my t-shirt and panties. I roll a few blunts to smoke for survival mode while the freezer holds the crown royal to diffuse the turmoil that's about to happen. He hits the dough, stabbing my clit the minute he's in this bitch, just cutting the fuck up, dropping nuts like bombs. He's the storm before the calm, but I fear no alarm. This is where I belong, and I like it here. I seance his chaos sexually while he plugs into my holes as he goes from negative to positive, because it's his prerogative to better his energy. So I load him up as we continues to fuck till my legs give out or my knees shake as he takes me into another orbit. We absorbing the chemistry flowing between us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hold on before you run. You know the rules. You know the rules.
Yes. Let me plug. So my contact info is in my bio. Um, I got several things going on. Little shirt company, a 420 business. I do a poetry in a park event here every other Sunday in AZ. We in the heat. But yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Thank you. The erotic, y'all. Make sure y'all here with the favorite too. And that's gonna be my next one of my faces on the next spicy night. So shout out to everybody that's in the building that's in here. This is What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1. And if y'all got some homework that y'all trying to share, sprinkle them brokers on my top and let them butterflies fly free. Request the box to come upstairs and share with everybody. Don't keep it to yourself. Let it out. That's what we're here for. In the meantime, in between time, Sean, it's on you, friend.
What's up, friend? So look,
Mm-hmm.
I got homework, right? But it didn't finish like I wanted it to. I wanted it to be some happy shit, but I just happened to got pissed off, right? So bear with
Friend,
me. Right?
I appreciate you explaining that all that to me, but you know I ain't gonna never hold it against you. You brought homework
I know. It ain't
and
my
you always
usual. But
deliver.
look,
So do what you came to
it's
do.
short too, but I got you. I got you. Here we go. I ain't had to really fuck a nigga up since 2001. I'm feeling like I'm gonna get another one before we finish 24. My anxiety on 1,000. I feel my anger arousing. I'm really switching to survival mode, you know, the G code. This turmoil got me feeling like fuck 'em all. I know at my age I ain't supposed to really be on the attack, but I just wasn't raised like that. If you skin my dog, I skin your cat. I confront confusion with straightening. I kill chaos by sedating. Papa say don't forget to stay calm when you drop the bomb. I'm proud to sound like Tupac, but I mean every fucking word. They done started a spark. This ain't no paseo through the park. Family will be the family will do it to you quicker than the enemy. That's why I stay to myself and I fear the friend of me. Fake ass people with no dignity.
Mm.
I'm afraid of making them memories. And then my location to be prison. Nah, I'd rather sit back and smoke and don't panic. I'm sorry. That was short, but I
That's
got you.
cool. It's okay. I love it. I love it, friend. Sean be doing his thing every week. As long as he got them words, he gonna show up. He gonna show up. Let me see. Ain't nobody blinking downstairs. What y'all got going on in here? Let me find out y'all ain't do no homework. That homework been posted since Saturday, Sunday night. Where's the words? Uh-huh. Yeah. I see you. I see you. Did my Susie Q pop in the bit? My music mommy? Who this? Who this? What's up? Look at Harley. Look at Harley. Oh, Miss Shay. Oh, my face on the flyer. She was here in season 1, y'all. Ooh, hey, beautiful. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh, mm, nothing. No. I see your lips
Can you
moving,
hear
but
me
we
now?
can. Yes,
I
you good.
had it muted. Okay, so I did some homework
Oh, she did some homework,
with a
y'all.
little 9, 11,
Before you
12.
start your homework, though, let the people know what you got going on, because you be having a lot going on.
How y'all doing? I am that Queen Shay, the redhead storm cloud, bringing the thunder of poetic wonder with the healing rain to wash away the pain. I am here in South Carolina, so I have um my open mic called called Word Escape Open Mic on 31 Augusta Road. We are taking a hiatus because at the moment I am preparing to do a fundraiser for the organization which I am a board member of, the Galaxy of Poets. We are a mental health organization. We advocate for mental health. So this fundraiser will incorporate a um, mental health forum in the beginning from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we will have an open mic and dinner. And then after, to close it down at 9 or a little after 9, because we got to get it together, we will have the Galaxy of Poets closing out the show. And if you've ever experienced a show with the Galaxy of Poets, you know you want to be there. The tickets are on Eventbrite. You search for Ignite the Night with Rhythm with the Galaxy of Poets, or you can just look it up under me, that Queen Shay, and that's THATQU33NSHAE, or you can look for Word Escape. Any of those will happen. Then on October 10th, Word Escape open mic will resume. We will be having our open mic show. Those tickets also can be purchased on Eventbrite, or they can be purchased at Word Escape Shay through Cash App, because some people don't like to pay that extra fee on Eventbrite. So I try to be fair because I want you there. Tickets are $15 after the 9th. So if you don't purchase your tickets prior to the 9th, the price at the door is $15, but it'll be worth every penny, I promise, because on October 10th, we will be featuring Black Noise Poetry. And if you don't know who he is, check him out on IG at Black Noise Poetry. Check out his book, excuse me. I cried over Spilled Ink. He is currently on tour, touring with his book in the Spilled Ink tour. I think currently he is in Phoenix, Arizona, headed to Nevada. Then he's coming to Atlanta, and then he will be in South Carolina. He has been traveling between Baltimore. I mean, he's been everywhere. I'm doing that because, yes, he is my client and I am his booking agent. So if you're looking for a booking agent
He's
in
a
the
piece of you.
poetry
He's an extension
community,
of you. So
yes.
I told you to tell the people what it is you do, and that's what
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
doing.
Yes, ma'am. I am a booking agent for poets. So if you're looking for a booking agent, you can hit me up at that Queen Shay at gmail.com, or you can hit me up in my DM on IG at that Queen Shay. So that's that. I'm done with it. I'm done plugging myself. But please
Hmm.
purchase those tickets. And if you can't make it, we are accepting donations. If you go on IG, you'll see flyers. They're on Facebook. They're everywhere. We're trying to promote as well as we can because this is important to us, because it's important to our community that they are aware of mental health and that it is not a stigma in our communities, people. The stigma is when we allow it to continue. The stigma is when we allow our people to get to the point of no return. The stigma is not seeking therapy and talking about your past to get rid of, dump all of that stuff, all of that trauma that we have as Black people. And what goes on in the house should not always stay in the house, people. But you
Very
got to
true.
find
Very true.
somebody you trust to talk to. You can't let everybody know, because some people will take advantage of what they hear. But what I'm telling
Absolutely.
you is we need therapy, all of us.
Absolutely.
So I'm done. I'm done preaching. I'm
It's
done.
time for that homework because I can't wait to hear what you got.
Yes. And I believe I used every word.
So
And
for
this is
everybody
called,
that's just tuning in, this is that Queen Shay, and this is What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1. The theme of the stream is 9/11. Where were you then? How far you come, and where you are now. So if you got a piece, sprinkle them butterflies and them rubies on my top and request the box to come upstairs and share it. We all friends here, so you ain't got to be scared. But it's on you, Queen. Do your thing.
I forgot one more thing to plug. I'm shameless, shameless, shameless. Okay, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's on the Grill conversation with myself and Blood Brother Mike. Come in. It's a vibe. Fridays, it's Friday shenanigans. Whatever goes, goes. Um, I believe it's this Friday. We will be on at 11 a.m. Friday. Okay, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Fridays we switch it to 8 p.m. so we can really have a good time and get our working people who can't make it during the day come in and enjoy the grill. Because if you've ever been on the grill, it is a vibe. You'll have a good time and you'll have a great conversation because it is what's on the grill conversation. With that, okay, I'm jumping right in. This piece that I wrote is called A Day That Ignites. In the age of innocence, we faced a tragic fate. 9/11, an attack that shook the state. Anxiety and fear gripped my city to its core as chaos and confusion left us feeling torn. A bomb of hate, a city under fire, families torn apart, living in the mire. Consoling family and friends was my desire. Through the smoke and the chaos, memories remain in the heart of NYC where tears fell like rain. Don't forget the heroes, the ones who stood tall, firemen and police and first responders giving their all. Families united, answering the call. When in the face of fear, in the heart of a city, 9/11, a day etched in history. Panic and turmoil, a nation in distress. In the midst of the chaos, we found our best. Survival mode activated, a fight for survival. In the paseo of life, we find our revival. Smoke and confusion, a city just in despair. But in the unity, we found strength to repair. Standing at ground zero, anxiety and fear arose, not knowing if we were attacked by friend or foe. This was not a soupcom of tragedy, a great loss of friends and family. In the location of sorrow, we stood as one, knowing in the face of adversity, our battle's not done. Through the turmoil and fear, we found our way. 9/11, we'll never sway. So let us remember to honor the loss. Their sacrifices came at a great cost. In the midst of chaos, we found unity's light. 9/11, 2001, a day of agony that forever ignites. That's that piece.
Hello. Yes. And yes, my chakra. The theme of the night was 9/11, that day. Where you were then, how far you come, and where you at now. But your piece was your piece. And it meant to you what it meant to you. You used the words either way. So you did
Yeah,
your
I did.
homework.
Well, I did the homework and I said I'm going to use 9/11 in
Right.
that.
That was the theme.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where I am now, y'all don't want to hear about that, but I got other pieces to let you know about that. So it's a continuation. I'm here for
At
it.
the end of the day, you can't say we don't want to hear about it. We can't hear about it because at the end of the day, you made it through. You
Yes,
made it
ma'am.
this far. So it's still
And you
something to
know,
talk about.
I'll tell you, on that day, I woke up getting ready for work, turned on the news, dropped my shirt, because to my surprise, our Twin Towers had had its demise, at least half of it at the time. Then I looked at the news, and what do you see? Another plane coming. How can this be? Our Twin Towers, our city under attack. How could this be? Where's everybody at? I mean, I'm talking the people in the building, the children, the workers. What's going on? How many people have we lost? I mean, what is going on? That's where I was at that day. Started to call into work and say, listen, I got a family emergency. I mean, I got people in NYC. I might not still be there, but shit, I know a lot of people right now that are in despair. Then I got a call from a good friend wondering if her sister had made her in. But while we were talking, she called too to let her know that morning she was late. Damn, she dodged a bullet. Imagine all those people who didn't. Imagine the lives that were lost because they made a decision to do what we all do, get up and live our life. Damn, what strife. But anyway, that was just off the dome because you wanted to know where I was at.
Yeah, I
So I
caught it.
wanted to share that.
You did that. So thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to go down here in the
Downstairs.
basement.
Don't disappear.
I'm
Cause this
going
your
to the
house tonight.
basement.
Don't let me have to call you back. When you ready, you come back
Oh,
upstairs.
man,
But right now we
I'm
got
going.
Mr. Lou the Poet God blinking right there.
Let's do this. I'm going to the basement to have a drink, and I'm just going to
Okay.
sit in the audience.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building. If y'all loving it over here, can I get some flaming hearts in them comments? You got that Queen Shay in the
Now,
box right
you
now.
got to drop
If
me
that's
down
ain't no
because I
post,
got
we
my
got
phone on
Naj.
split
We got
screen.
Sincerely Yours. We got a few faces in the flyer in the building. So Naj, where you at? Sincerely, where you at right now? It's on you, Lou. Hello. Oh, my about let you be great. Good. Welcome home.
We good? We good? We loud and
I
clear?
see you. We see you.
All right, okay, okay. I was just checking that. And where I was with it. I got your list. Appreciate you. Blessings, blessings, blessings all. So I'm just gonna start at the top of the list with 2001 theme tonight, 9/11.
You were a little bit low, so talk a little bit louder.
A little bit louder. Oh, that's
There you
crazy.
go.
That's crazy. I already don't like it. I already don't like it. Now you got me feeling like I'm yelling. And
Oh, I know what I feel when you're using your inside voice.
yeah,
Room
respectfully.
temperature. I get it.
Respectfully. But you know what? It's all right. How do I about that? Okay. 2001. Might as well call that shit like the year that hell. I mean, I probably could tell you on a couple occasions before a major occasion exactly at what location I was possibly in before a day of reckoning, heavy chaos, and a whole lot of confusion. I mean, my age, probably around that time, I was 16. Best believe, maybe, possibly, yeah, I was in high school, just right before, heavy around Christmas time. Ain't that a few months later? Yeah, I think that's where we were sitting at. Walking down the hallways, I ain't never seen them that empty. My anxiety already picking up. I'm walking down on crutches, book bag full of books, one leg, and I'm hopping. And as soon as I walk into the room, it's like a movie, and it's crazy because you like, is that really happening here? Like the world's under attack, bombs everywhere, fire and smoke. It's crazy because you can't believe it's real when it's sitting still right in your face, and people hopping out of windows, just thinking that's just the best way to escape. What better solution than to die in fire? So, yeah, it's a lot of things that say heavy on your heart after a while of saying such a thing, such dismay, all such confusion and chaos. But for years, even later, all you hear is don't forget, don't forget. It's hard not to forget when
There was a lot of families in the building, and people didn't know where their family was at. I remember kids exit out of school quick, families picking them up and snatching them like you had an answer for what was coming next. And we didn't know. Now another plane crashing somewhere else, another city and state. You don't know exactly where you're supposed to be or exactly what you're supposed to pay attention to. Smoke, fire, and brimstone everywhere. The memories, they never stop. To be honest with you, it's probably PTSD. I mean, it's crazy. Like you can hear thunder in the background. You thinking it's another bomb going off. Sounds get heavy. It's like the world's still shaking, moving in confusion. And which way is survival mode? You don't even know how to survive this mode. It's like getting to the final boss the first time, and it could be the last time. For a lot, it was the last time. Turmoil still sits in deep within the soul. Hope we never replace it. Monumental, so we can see it later in the years we live. But I don't think it'll ever be forgotten. Possibly less talked about throughout the ages. Just a part of history that most will probably not ever remember. Way too young to know what it was like to feel the world shaking. You don't know if a war is coming home or not. It's never been around your generation when the walls are shaking and you don't know if you're even supposed to go to school tomorrow. What's your next move? How do you defend yourself against an army? What if they just drop bombs? Remember how we did other countries? We done read it in history books. I was in economics class, crazy, the same teacher with social studies. I think I'm in that piece. But yeah, I was in class. 9/11, staring at the screen. Good times, I guess. All right.
Look, the poet God, y'all.
Yeah.
You said what? You gonna go downstairs? Okay. But catch him every Monday, y'all, 10 p.m. Eastern, the Poets Lounge. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Everybody that brought some homework. We still got time. The clock is still ticking. We still going. What y'all trying to do? Who got homework downstairs they trying to share? Naj, where you at? That Queen Shay. Sincerely. Don't disappear now. It's y'all stream. Where y'all at? Mm-hmm. Absolutely amazing piece. All of y'all. Every single one of you. Even you who missed the memo. It's okay. You still did your piece based on what it was to you. You took the words and made them yours. Fix your face. Fix your face. Thank you for running my comments downstairs. I appreciate you, my chakra drop. Thank you. Creator Soul, where you at, sis? The Erotic, you got another one? Mm-hmm. Chakra. Mm-hmm. You got another one? Mm-hmm. But if y'all loving it here, can I get some flaming hearts in them comments downstairs? We still got time, so don't be scared. Mm-hmm. No blinks. No blinks. Y'all scared? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Cause my piece was long as ever, so I ain't even. Hello. You gotta press the plus sign next to the comment box. Hello, Miss Price. Yeah, well, you just wrote what I wrote. Press that plus sign and request a guest box. My other face on the flyer here, Miss Price. She knew over here. I see you sincerely. I see you. All right, hold on. Let me see if she get it. Yeah, press the plus sign and request guest box. Oh, I thought y'all was running from me. Yeah, press the plus sign and press guest. Then accept the agree and got it. I think you got it. You got it. Yeah, she got it.
What's up?
Well, hello.
How you doing?
I'm well in yourself. Welcome to my house. I'm gonna just let everybody know I've been on her for a good time. Like I've been on a few of y'all. I finally got her over here, y'all. So on TikTok and then on Instagram, and now she over here on Tag.
Mhm.
Tell the people who you are, what you do.
So I'm a poet. I'm from Brooklyn. And I do a lot of other stuff. I'm a painter. I'm a sketch artist. A whole lot of things. But yeah. I just want to get straight into it. I got 3 pieces for y'all tonight. This first one is called Never Talk. Y'all can hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. So Black homes never talk. So I grew accustomed to what the lack of a voice felt like. I familiarized myself with suffering in silence. I became a prisoner to brave faces and a puppet to suicidal ideations because depression stepped in for my father. As I watched my mother lash out for the way that unhealed trauma scarred her. It's hard to undo how the wounds of parents bleed out onto their children, just for it to become the baggage they grow up and carry with them. Watching family ties become undone, forced into accepting that we could never replace what's missing. I watched people respond to my cries for help with distance and built barriers where I needed bridges. So silence became my response to every inconvenience while the volume went up on my demons. I take words lightly because I was raised on broken promises. So I grew numb to false words that encased insecurities into my skin, making me a foreigner in my own body on autopilot for months at a time, detached from my conscious mind till poetry became my lifeline. I shut the world out till it became the only way for people to know me. Now I'm codependent to poetry, cemented to my demons, because what's a poet without heartbreak? And what's a poem without glamorizing trauma? When behind the mic is the only time I feel safe enough to remove this armor. My deepest heartaches fill these pages, and some make it with me onto these stages for the stories of what left me broken to be taken as entertainment. They want front row tickets to hear the stories that keep me up at night just so that they could leave feeling like they got acquainted with every demon I fight. But I'm numb to it, got my brain rewired into thinking that the shit is okay to keep it bottled up until I step on the stage. Drake said I made a career out of reminiscence, so I'm gonna need y'all to clap for my pain. Because if I gotta live with these scars, then I might as well get paid, because I put thousands into therapy and got no change. Just a resale of my anxiety, so my self-destructive ways could always rely on me. Now I keep my emotions neglected because my vulnerability led to nothing but more misconceptions. And the sound of these demons never turn off. So I'm starting to understand why Black homes never talk. And that's that first
Oh
piece.
my gosh. Oh, I felt that in my soul. Oh my goodness. That's a fact though, because it's like you grow up like shut the fuck up. You grow up with shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
What part of Brooklyn you from?
Flatbush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know
Mhm.
how. Oh my goodness. Thank you for making it here, but don't run right quick. Don't run too fast. You got another piece you want to share?
I got 2 more.
All right, bet.
All right.
All right, sincerely, I see you. Give her time, because this her first time here. And yeah,
All right, I'm gonna get into this piece. This one's a little shorter.
you good.
So we look at childhood photos and thank God for the glow up without realizing how much of ourselves we had to lose in order to grow up. Thinking that getting older equates to progress while undermining the amount of trauma that we got left to process. We got Black babies born into toxicity, cradled in the arms of depression, where broken homes lead to finding false love, disguising dark lessons. And learning how to heal feels impossible because we witnessed all the worst methods. Where your own mind can't be considered a safe space because suppressed cries birth abusive thoughts eventually. The first time I contemplated suicide, I was in elementary. Now tell me, are you more tormented than a 5th grader? Thinking that you healed from old wounds, but had to step into adulthood and had to deal with that shit later? Because trauma never leaves. It just shows up in other places. I'm from where we get used to putting on brave faces because it's easier than feeling more alone than you did before explaining. So silence cries became my pain, make me take my pain and mask it. I'm realizing that I'm never happy, just distracted, because so many calendar dates hold sadness, making me weird darkness hidden behind brave faces. Now depression play ventriloquist to these smiles as I say goodbye to vulnerability to say hello to safeguarding these wounds. Now the closest thing to me being open is putting paper to pen. I turn trauma to wordplay to clear it all out when I step on stage. As an artist, painting traumas in shades that make people call it beautiful despite the damage that it do to you. So lately I've been praying to the God that I've been struggling to believe in, and I've been closed off to the people closest to me. I'm more comfortable opening up on stages in front of strangers when being alone with my thoughts became one of the most dangerous places. But after I leave these venues, my suicidal thoughts be there when no one else is. But it's cool, I handle shit on my own. I don't know what help is. And that's that piece. That piece is called Stage Therapy.
Golly.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. You don't know how many truth you speaking, how many people truth you speaking right now, because that's how a lot of us feel. That's the only way you get to get it out is writing it on a piece of paper, and anything can happen to that. So what happens to that after that happens to that? Like once the ink is dry and the paper is done, what do you do with the rest of it? Do you flip the page and keep going, or do you just bottle that shit back up until next time?
Yeah.
Golly.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you this last piece, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story about the time when I was trying to write a piece and I had writer's block. So I went to my memo app to try to find some bars, and I found this memo called Final Letter. And to my surprise, it wasn't a poem. It was filled with apologies and I love yous to the ones that I leave behind. Just in case the day comes where they evolve from just thoughts to actions of suicide. And I might have mentioned your name, trying to reassure you that you're not the one to blame. I know that you tried, and so did I, but neither one of our voices was loud enough to silence the sound of these demons inside. I tried to explain it. I had a couple moments of happiness here and there, and I tried to maintain it, but damn. I had a couple moments of happiness here and there, and I tried to maintain it, but sadness, damn, that's crazy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nah, I don't fuck this piece up. That's wild.
If you want to start over, start over.
So I found the memo called Final Letter, and to my surprise, it wasn't a poem. It was filled with apologies and I love yous to the ones that I leave behind. Just in case the day comes where they evolve from just thoughts to actions of suicide. And I might have mentioned your name, trying to reassure you that you're not the one to blame. I know that you tried, and so did I, but neither one of our voices was loud enough to silence the sound of these demons inside. I tried to explain it. I had a couple moments of happiness here and there, and I tried to maintain it, but sadness stole most of the expressions from my face. Maybe I'm overly sensitive to trauma. And this cycle of thinking that I got to handle everything on my own is what I'm trapped in, because I always seem to feel safe in the words that never became actions. And I broke so many bad habits just to see myself falling back into the same defense mechanisms that I threw away to prove. That giving a fuck is seeing how long you could put up with some shit that you normally wouldn't take. Like, how long can I go out my comfort zone and make sure that I deliver as I watch people make a game out of my triggers, making a mess out of my emotions? I paint my traumas into these pieces, hoping that they make a home here instead of in my mind. But they living in my head rent free. So it's like, regardless of the amount of support that I receive, I still feel empty, and everything is going to be okay. It's some shit that I just don't believe, because the pattern shows me that the slightest sign of happiness means that it's going to be interrupted by trauma. It means that sleepless nights are around the corner, or maybe sleeping excessively, because that's the closest thing that I could get to death. And I used to be able to be optimistic, but I got to keep it a buck with you. I'm afraid of what comes next. So lately, happiness been a feeling that I try to ignore, because it's like for every blessing I get, trauma tries to even the score. For every fraction of hope, despair is the common denominator. And the way that I wake up to the sound of suicidal thoughts is a little too frequent. I don't think that it's normal. But anytime anybody asks me if I'm okay, I'm so used to keeping it cordial, because me being strong enough to fake happy keeps everybody around me comfortable. You see, the brightness in my fake smile is faded, but it's still functional, because every time I say I'm fine, they believe me. And anytime I tell them I'm thinking about dying, they tell me that they need me, but that's the problem. And at times I can feel myself spiraling, and I don't like that a big part of me is fine with it. So now I can't feel okay with the home within myself, because inside ain't safe. And now these four walls get to watch me break, and I'm starting to feel like I need more than a therapist, because I can't keep trying this positive shit, this mindfulness, the stress management tips. I need more than that. I need a person or a place that could make me feel safe, where I could give genuine love without receiving pain in exchange. I need to feel nothing. Kind of like the way this trauma numbed me up, because life is easier when you don't give a fuck. And even though I don't feel like my true self when I'm like that, it works for me, because I can't seem to stop loving the ones that keep hurting me. So the day that I wake up and I decide to speak up for myself, don't take that shit personally, because for years I've been a punching bag to life. And people ask me why I don't like to ask for help. It's because I feel more alone when I'm with them than when I'm by myself. Because it's like they just let me talk, but they don't ever listen. So the only form of connection that they got with me is when they reminiscing. Now, every day I wake up and I say that I'm over shit, but I still try to make even the slightest effort into getting better, so that nobody that I listed in that memo has to receive that final letter. And that's my time, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Let your gifts keep piling up before you run. But I appreciate you, love. You was fucking amazing. You were dope. And I don't take your pain or none of your suffering as entertainment. Thank you for sharing your comfort with me.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Golly. Oh my goodness. You got my heart racing.
Thank y'all.
How old are you? I'm sorry.
31.
Shout out to you. You got a purpose and you serving.
Thank you.
Thank you. God.
Um, just to plug some stuff though.
Right. Let the people know who you are, what you do, where you be at. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shameless plug.
the first two pieces I did is on the EP. It's called Five. It's available everywhere. My name is Price with a Y, Pryce. Y'all can find all of any of my music and my like any artwork or whatever I got going on my Instagram at _artist_x_poet_. And I'm gonna drop it in the comments too. But yeah, you're gonna see everything on there.
But make sure you add all that information to your profile, even if you don't be on here. They can still find you there.
Got you. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely add that. I'm gonna drop it in the comments too.
Thank you.
How I get off the my phone.
I got you. But it's the X on the top. I got you. Oh man. Love. Thank you. I was starting to think you wasn't gonna make it, but you made it, so I appreciate you. Not because you made it, but because you made it.
Hey, what's up in this stuck gang?
Says, friend.
Hey, yo. Shouts to Price. She was fire. Yo,
what?
Yo.
Now y'all see why I was stalking her on TikTok and on Instagram. Yeah. I don't be playing.
Yeah. That was like that.
Oh yeah, I'll find you.
Yo, yeah, she will find you. She will find you. She got a nose for talent. Okay. All right. So this piece is called My First Poem. Somebody asked me, like, hey, yo, Sincere, why'd you write your first piece? I wrote my first poem because I had some shit to say. And I had some clips to play. I needed to be the director of the direction of a story with a plot for the protagonist because I'm always going for the glory. And I don't know if the character of my development is meant to explore me or if it's meant to implore me. To implore me to speak on cue and remember my lines. Because when I see an out of view, I only realize that I'm out of time. There's no more seconds for the ceremony, but it only takes a few minutes to master it. They say MC² is the science, so when it comes to slaving over white sheets, I had to master it. I thought the Psalms or the poetry and the spells are like scripture, so I had to chapter it. I had to find the rhyme inside the reason, inside the revelation, until I could finally make the rapture fit. You know, I wrote my first poem so I could pastor it, to find saving grace inside of saving notes. When savings turned to interest, and as my interest grew, I got to save my quotes. You know, the quotes. Because in between the lines, that's where I write my hope. And the hope is the reason that a season may be cold, but the windy winters, they make summers feel so bold. But a season is also a series show. So as I'm writing out my life through speech, it's like I binge watch episodes. You know, my first poem was a really long stretch of road. You get it? It was a walk on the wild side. I was looking at a runway train, a thought train, my thoughts, and I'm like, damn, that was a wild ride. I had to become a parent of the paragraph so I could tell my inner child, like, hey, you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide inside the pride that lies, because it lies inside the truth with whys. You know, the whys, the question. And the answer is what I see when I look in the mirror and I see my reflections. I see flaws, imperfections. I see the awes of rejections. I see the shields of insecurity. So I break the laws of projection. My first poem was a projection. It was laid out like good directions. It was an autopsy body of work. It was like biological dissections. It was a funeral for my feelings. I really died inside of sections. See, my first poem was a resurrection. The words became living and the feelings felt like philanthropy. So I just kept giving, but I was receiving because bars are like faith, which means seeing is believing. Because you see bars, you hear bars, you smell bars, and you feel bars. You put your pain into your poetry so you can heal from bars. It's bars. Bars. Like drinking from the watering hole of my soul. Bars. Like getting drunk off the intoxication through double shots of my goals. Bars. When the pen turned penitentiary, so I'm serving a life sentence inside of a run-on sentence until I'm old. Bars. I've been trying to get better reception and better service. It's bars. I'm like a 4G tower because my 4Gs, they give me purpose. Bars. You see, these bars might make you nervous because everybody knows being trapped behind bars is the cause that facilitates a correction. But what you don't know is that some cages are homemade. And as a poet, these bars were made for my peace and protection. I found peace and protection. And that's why I wrote my first poem. So that every time I speak a piece, I could walk the streets armed with words, with my peace for protection. Because my protection, you could read. You see, my soul is like a seed. And I wrote my first piece, not even knowing that it'd be the only piece I'd ever need. So why'd you write your first piece? Sincerely yours. Peace.
Because I had some shit on my chest and my spirit that I need to get off, and there was nobody around to hear it.
I think that's, that's the poet's story.
Right.
Right? Like, you
can't talk to nobody.
You couldn't talk to nobody, so you talk to your paper.
You either gonna be criticized for it,
what's crazy
get in
though?
trouble for it, or just ignore it.
You know what's crazy though? People take my words on paper more serious than my actual words. That's what's crazy. Right? Like when you write something, right, it really brings it home.
Because they feel like you took the time to sit there and really put into it.
Yeah, there you go.
Versus when you coming off the top of your head, it's just dropping out. You really sitting and you thinking about where you want this to go when you writing it on paper, or you typing it in your phone, or like, no lie, that was fire. And per usual, thank you, friend, for always pulling up.
I know the vibes. I'll be back up. You know what I'm saying? This my second.
Yeah, they blinking downstairs. We got Kadesh, my poet babe, and I see you too, that Queen Shay. Poet babe, you got some homework for me? It's okay if you don't. I'm always happy to see your face.
Let's see.
Yeah. You could read that one that you did on Monday too, if you want to. Mm-hmm. But
okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I do. Sorry.
Don't choke. Don't smoke.
I forgot what.
With water.
I forgot what it was. My bad. Let me just put that down. Put that down. Okay. Attack location, panic, smoke will not be any words in this poem. Bars.
Heard you.
However, 2001, I do remember where I was. See, I was a senior in high school, and I went to 2 high schools. And I was in my clinicals during the Twin Tower explosion. I remember the chaos, and I remember all the craziness, but I remember I was in clinical because I went to 2 high schools. I was in the CNA program, and I went to my regular high school, and I was in the clinical, and I was staring at the TV with the nurse that I was training with, And the instructor came to the door and saw that we were watching TV instead of her showing me what I was supposed to be learning, and she was very upset. And she got a little attitude and she went back to the classroom. And then when I got down to the classroom, she was bawling like a baby, like, oh my God. Yeah, it was a very sad day for a lot of people. So, yeah. I did want to at least share where I was and use some words that weren't going to be in my poem. That's my piece. Okay, sure. This piece is called Yo Honey is Crazy. I don't really think it's funny how you can come get all my honey and you don't never really be here. See, you had me hypnotized by the sway in your eyes, back and forth in between my thighs, yeah. As I lay, they lie. You would rather just leave me lonely, water me up, soften me up, drop your seeds here, keep me in the dark. It's a walk in the park. Oh, I get it. You're trying to plant a tree here. One you could climb, sit under, sip your wine, devour all of my fruit and swing from my vines. Break that shit down, roll it up, turn it into a cloud. But when the fall comes, and the fall will come, and all the leaves have been rolled, you will leave and neglect the needs and start eating from another tree. See, the cast ain't clear right now, but through your bullshit, I can see. So come and take a seat under my tree where you sometimes and only sometimes need to be. Prepared for you is the fruit. The more bitter than sweet ones, the ones you produce. Now, you really think it's funny when I ask you for money, but instead, you throw all the shade. See, I don't need no shade. I got plenty of that. I'm the mother of your son, and I adorn your son's rays. Now, you won't think it's funny if I invite you over for honey, but instead, you get stung by all the bees. And every tree you ever planted loses all its leaves. See, because I live by the enough rope theory. And that's when you give a motherfucker enough rope. And if you see him swinging, so be it. Just keep it sweet and eat from another tree. Because they won't think it's funny if they get invited over for honey, but instead they get stung by all the bees. And every tree that they ever planted loses all its leaves, and they swing from the same tree that was meant to be me. Because your honey is crazy. That's peace.
Mm-hmm. Zap.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, you can have the cookie and the sandwich.
Hey, Anthony. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
I said, hey, Anthony.
Okay. Yeah, go. Take care. Love you, bye.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Queen Shay is back on you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. This is What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1. And we've been here having a good time, sharing some words, sharing some experiences, some memories from 2001 till today. Yes, Fire Night. Thank y'all, because without y'all, it wouldn't be possible. Thank y'all for sharing y'all comfort with me, sharing y'all pieces with me, and, putting it into my stream. Hello, good poetry. Welcome home with your key. All right, Miss Shay's back on you. Thank you for my roses. How about my roses while I'm here? We can't hear you again. You got us on mute again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
now. You can hear me now. Okay. So the reason why I hit my request again is because the conversation between you and Sincerely. Hey, Sincerely. And he said, and he said, why did you start write? Why did you write your first poem? Well, my response to that is, in poetry, my soul finds a sacred space, a prayer closet where my thoughts are embraced. In stanzas, I confide my deepest fears, release the tears that stain my hidden years. The verses become whispers to the divine. In this refuge of solace, I entwine. Each line I connect heart and soul. In this quiet chamber, I am made whole. Poetry is the language of my prayer, a haven for my spirit to declare. In rhymes and rhythms, I find my release. in this private sanctuary where my mind finds peace. Poetry, my prayer closet, forever near, where I commune with thoughts and face my fears. In my realm of verse, I find a sacred space where my words become the whispers of divine grace. Poetry, my prayer closet, a haven for my soul, where thoughts and emotions like rivers roll. In every stanza, there's a hymn, that brings my heart delight, where metaphors and similes will take flight. In rhythm and rhyme, I discover my true self as I delve into the pages of my inner bookshelf. With pen in hand, I commune with the unknown. In this quiet sanctuary, my spirit is home. For poetry is my solace, my refuge, my retreat. In the lines of my secrets and dreams find no deceit. So I pen my verses, my confessions, my plea in my chapel of words where my soul is set free. In this sacred space where my spirit takes flight, poetry is my prayer closet, my beacon of light. So that's why I wrote my first poem.
Yeah, so I got a request, right? Because I don't know how long you plan to be here. Because we usually
I'm here till you want me to. I'm here till you kick me out.
Can I get my favorite piece from you?
Which is?
I don't know
if
I'm accurate on the name, but poetry is my life.
My life is on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You sure can. You can get that one. That is a fan favorite, so I will give it to you. Here we go.
Everybody, I got a favorite from everybody that been here.
Here we go. My life is on the line. I gotta write. I have to write. I said I gotta write. Because these words are my life. And poetry for me, it's not a phase. I'll be doing this until the end of my days. Penning my soul on every page, spewing this ink that flows through my veins. Poetry is the map of my life's maze, and I will write to incite until the end of my days. Poetry is my lover until I take my last breath. The last word of my last poem will be death. Poetry is my insatiable lover, keeping me sweating between the sheets of my notebook's cover, and my heart will never take another, because poetry has more of my soul to discover. That's why I know my life is on the line. I gotta write. I have to write. I said I gotta write, because these lines are my life, and I've seen my life without a pen. It damn near came to an end, because poetry is my best friend. And for a while, my ink went dry and everything went crazy in my life. I felt like I was about to lose my mind. Peace for my soul I couldn't find. I tried calling on my divine, but it seemed like everyone's prayers were being answered but mine. But then one day, I received a sign. I bought a notebook and out flowed these rhymes. And I felt a feeling so sublime. That's why I know my life is on the line. I gotta write. I have to write. I said I gotta write. Because these lines are my life. And through poetry, my inner light shines. Poetry is the difference between my heartbeat and a flat line. You see, I breathe in the world's hatred, coldness, and judgmental stares, and I breathe out a poem of fresh air. On my deathbed, if you remove my oxygen mask, a poem would be my breath's last.
Born with jaundice, my blood they drained and replaced it with ink in my veins. So I have no choice but to write. Because my life is on the line. I gotta write. I have to write. I said I gotta write. Because these lines are my life. That's that piece.
I love that piece.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Once again, I am that Queen Shay. In case y'all didn't know, the redhead storm cloud. I am bringing the thunder of poetic wonder with the healing rain to wash away the pain. Y'all can find me on IG at that Queen Shay. I will put it in the comments. And please follow me. And please make sure. Yeah, I am. I'm going to put it in my bio. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. But I'll make sure right now I put it in the comments. And when I leave out of here, when you leave out of here, I'm going to put it in my bio.
But I leave out here because we be having after hours.
That's all right. I'm here for it. I'm a night worker, so I'm up at night. So let's do it.
President, thank you for your time.
And I just want to say this before you drop me down. First of all, congratulations, Season 4, Episode 1 says, I'm so proud of you. No, I'm sorry, but I got to say it and I got to let the people hear it. For those who weren't here in the beginning, this girl's growth is amazing. And the fact that she is staying on her path from tragedy to triumph. You hear me? I'm watching you grow. And I love you, and I'm so proud of you. And I thank you for having me here, but I'm so proud of you. Keep growing, sis. I'm right behind you. You know I'm a promoter, so you know I'm going to promote you. Love you, sis. And you still got to get me out, because I don't even see that. I am. Get me out. No.
All right. So, Creative, since you in here, I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to read my homework from your house, since I didn't get to read it last night. Okay. I see you, Diamond. I see you, ATF. Just stay right there. Susie, you're going to have to come do this, Susie, because Susie, you're going to have to, Susie. Shades, I see you too. Susie, you're going to have to come do this. I can't. This feeling that I have lingering inside of me runs deep as my own personal solstice lays asleep. It's like we're in the twilight zone, and the beauty I see just has me wondering, is this really meant for me? This back and forth tugging on my mind on whether you make me feel better or if I should let you go. You send the butterflies I feel in my stomach into a frantic flutter. I hear the echo of all the I love yous as I ask myself, is this really true? Because I have went through so many lament nights because of you. We only get one life to live, right? So why spend it miserable? You whisper in my ear again, I love you. Yet you have this unhealthy, unstable, relentless resistance to just let me be free to pursue my ethereal pleasantries. This is not an invitation, but a farewell, as I end this with a, boy, fuck you, go to hell. I'm appalled that you actually thought you had another chance with me. No more interruptions to my serendipity. My focus is now more than ever powerful. So I'll continue to let the pens and the strokes of these keys be my power tools. That was my homework for Creative Souls Live last night. I was late and I didn't get to bring it home last night. But I pulled it together. I pulled it together. And before, hold on, because some people heard it and some people didn't. I'm going to do my piece from tonight. Okay. My piece for tonight, because this is long. So I'm going to just need y'all to take time with me because I'm proud of my piece. This is very long. I'm proud of my piece. Welcome to What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1, where we're about to stroll through some memories from the time of and after 2001. Me, around that time, I was about 11, 12 years old, still living in Brooklyn, attending IS 292 in the mean streets of East New York. As a matter of fact, I believe I was in about 7th grade and me and my classmates were on our midday lunch break. You know, kids being kids. We had no idea how much at that time we should have been filled with fear. All I know is that an alarm went off, causing chaos and confusion until we looked out the window and immediately saw the sun blocked out by smoke. They told us to keep calm and how some of our parents were on the way to get us. Still, we didn't know that life that day would be going through one of its extreme changes. While staying seated, all I saw was my mom rushing through the cafeteria doors, still with her headscarf and her flip-flops on. Sin, let's go, was all that needed to be said. We moved quick. There was no time for no Paseo shit, because this was a 911 situation. In the cab on the way home, I asked her, Mommy, what's wrong? She said that a plane had hit one of the World Trade Towers, location in Manhattan, and we had a few family members in that area. My auntie that was pregnant with twins out there attending her doctor's appointment, and the youngest of my grandmother kids out there trying to find her way to a potential safe space or building. I immediately went into shock and panic mode, scared of what I had just heard because I honestly didn't know how serious this was about to get. My home was under attack and it was making world news. Planes crashing and bombs being dropped for everyone everywhere to view. We finally made it home. Crazy thing is, my grandmother called off of work that day. The building she worked in was right next door to the towers. But I guess her spirit had a soup calm of suspicion because she didn't go, being her never missed a day of work in how many years of being there herself? I don't know. Because when we finally made it up the stairs, there she was sitting on the couch, watching the live video of I think the Channel 7 helicopter view. We joined her in there witnessing all the turmoil that was happening, and I couldn't do anything but cry because why? Who? What was the reason for being so cruel? Watching people scurrying on survival mode as we see half of the other tower explode and still not knowing where our family members were. Thank God they were okay. Both happened to have somehow God get access to a phone. Luckily, even when in panic mode, they didn't remember to call. They remembered to call home. All of my loved ones made it out okay. But rest in peace to the many memories and souls we lost that day. We got to grow up, experience things in life, but due to the mere fact that at any moment you can lose everything at any time is why me and my loved ones are so tight. Yes, we may argue and fight, but I wouldn't replace them for nothing in this world. Fast forward, here in Florida, I've been since then. Went through high school, puppy love, and heartbreaks, blah, blah. Next, a cashier turned pharmacy pusher. Ended up catching a little petty ass case because a bitch decided to try the wrong one's mother. And so I had to fuck up her face. On to the trials of an adult life. Right now, I'm 35. Let me once again share on why I wear this so proud. Because at only 29, the Reaper in stress tried to take me out. August 15th, 2018, heart attack. I would have died in that hospital if my mama didn't make a spectacle threatening to sue their ass if I went into diabetic shock and died on their watch. Thank God for her again. My mother being there, September 1st, 2018. I flew overseas to Jamaica and got married. Did y'all pay attention to the timing? That was only about 2 weeks. I left because he wasn't the one for me. Yet he still tries every couple of months. Can y'all believe this nigga? But moving forward, October 6th, 2018, I graduated business school. So just know that sensational creations wasn't something that I just decided to do. And shout out to my sisters for pushing me to finally start my business because it was long overdue. They did that for me for my big 32. I'm more than grateful and filled with all these thank yous. So again, welcome to What's the Word Poetry, because this wouldn't really be possible if it wasn't for the contributions of time, love, and support of all of you. It's a blessing, or it's a blessing. So let's hear what the rest of you have to share. Don't forget, it's your presence more than your presence and your time more than your dime. So shout out to the citizens that's in here sitting with me. Thank you. Sheesh. Golly. That was a long piece. I think that might have been the longest piece I ever had. But the box got some blinks. Diamond, I see you. So it's on you. Big nasty. We gonna see what you about to do. Hey, my pups. Sincerely, I see you. Poetry, I see you. Shades, I see y'all. Stay right there.
Well done. Amazing. Speechless. Yeah, keep pinning. That was awesome.
Thank you. I was up late doing that, y'all.
Yeah, I can tell you that piece was in like, oh, I got something to say. you did it. Your cadence was there. Well done.
Thank you, my diamond. Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course. We always gotta give you the flowers. Um. So I do have the homework.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wrote this. I wrote this at 9:40. It's called confusion. My life is full of chaos because my family was my rock the whole time and I just didn't know it. No matter what happens, our location became unknown. Within 9 p.m. after I received a text, don't forget the panic button. Wow, did it just happen? Discovering the truth about 9/11, I said the building crumbled before my eyes can blink. I shattered deeply within my own silence, still seeing, trying to realize the turmoil of my heart been broken in pieces. It was a Patterson just seeing how the sounds and the trademarks were still trading me back. In that moment, 2001, I could still see the reflection of a little girl just scared, hiding underneath the table, waiting for their parents to rescue you in that moment, but you thought something happened. I laughed as I wandered until I choked on my words. I did that moment to see if I was still there. I choked so deeply to see if I was still seeing the scares of my own. Rewind. Okay. I could see the scares of my seas as I rewind. My heart was beating rapidly, real fast, playing tricks around my own mind, spinning souls without souls. I can see my breathing translation, not can breathe anymore. The palace, my mouth watered, still thinking about how the life of my chaos was still playing. Choked on words, played in rocks and each thing and played it. Peace, but looking for the peace, to put the piece back together in the full place. Still walking around, seeing other people dropping like fly and think you would be next. I finally looked at the documentary of what it was and what it means. I just saw a full blink of an eye of each thing that hit, and it took me out. 1, 2 to 3 times. I'm feeling my heart, putting my hand pressed on my chest, waiting for my calling to be happen. I'm praying to God, like, is my people still alive? Losing a lot of people, making my heart weak into the knees. I was not able to see all the clouds and cloud views. Point out views each time my voice cries. I cried deeply and was not able to see the puffs, the pearls, or whatever you want it to be. I can still see the reflection of myself, seeing what I would do in that situation. I probably would have sacrificed myself as a survivor mode, playing roles, seeing each role playing back and forth, using myself as a lifeline to protect my family, though. Sorry for the ones we lost. You still was in our soul. We always bring your thoughts and think my life is still full of a chaos. Only 25 and still learning. But salute to everybody that got out, but still, we still hurting for the one we lost. Family, members, friends. And you know the rest is history. This is a day for you to remember 9/11. The sad, the hardship. Even if you don't know, go into the books and see what history is and rewrite your own story. So today, dear to myself, if I was in that situation, I will lay down, bear down, in my skin to see how my skin bleeds achy without my ink bleeding, no more paints. Writing in stills and still seeing the stills that I thought I was writing in solid stones and see if I was writing in cursive writing as handprint stones. It was stones and footprints, playing each time these moments played downs and downs. I felt like the rainbows was broken. I became the red rainbow. It was showing the guidance of how high in frequency my whole revelation would be. Still drinking holy water to see if I could still crackle the voice. I felt like I had a cold and chest and heavy heats. I was still asking myself a question. Why did this happen? What did we have to do? Was it my reason or why this happened? It never was. It just happened out of the blue. Stupidity or whatever happened. It was either someone either didn't know how to operate or whatever it was. I still ask myself, I'm still the savior of another born that died. And I'm still writing my words and teaching them how to say it out loud. This little black girl is me. And I'm still profound.
Yes. Damn, you so dope. Do you know that? Before you go running, your pretty ass self.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Can I read my other one?
You gotta hold on because it's some blinks down there. So you know the rules. We got 3 of them. Mr.
Okay.
Poetry, it's on you.
All right.
Okay, it's on you, Mr. Poetry. I know you be waiting patiently. Mm-hmm.
Nah, this week's been rough. But how you doing tonight, Miss Ann?
I'm well. Mr. Pepper with the lights off.
Got you. Can you see me all right? Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay. This one's rough for me. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, somebody, anybody start a war. Hey, 5 miles in, this was a cadence how I started my day. Memories of the army when there were no wars, when being a soldier was like being a rock star. Until we asked and got what we manifested, forever leaving us with scars. Memories of smoke-filled clubs being replaced with smoke-filled streets, reducing iconic buildings to rubble in the jungle of concrete. Flight 11 became the first aerial bomb to shake the core of NY. Then Flight 175 incites more panic, while United 93 passenger forces their missile from the sky. I was landing in Kuwait, contemplating would I ever see home, but I was oblivious to the chaos forcing Americans into survival mode. After watching our lives change before my eyes, we knew that we were at a crossroad. Patriotism coursing through our veins, vengeance would soon explode. There will be no high roads. We're dropping bombs, rockets, artillery, and high explosive payloads. For God, family, and country was the reason we fought and died. Just to have a thought 23 years later, maybe they lied. I've shed blood in Iran. I shed blood in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've shed tears while picking up the remains of my best man. 18 years old and couldn't even buy a drink, but they sent him to kill and to die. Patriotism, it alters how we think. On that day, more than 3,000 died and millions cried. I knew life would forever be different. 9/11 was the day my innocence died. Now resentment and contentment I can't hide. I lived a lie, lived a life that was easily manipulated. Fucked up thing is, all of our ops were U.S. created. We funded and armed the very same faith fighters who brought harm. If you remember, before Osama, there was Saddam. We created him in the late 70s, had him backdoor Iran. We steadily scream checkmate like we won, as we steadily lose our daughters and our sons. 9/11 was a single moment that wasn't forgotten by time. I guarantee you, there'll be another moment like this in your lifetime.
Ooh. Wow. You
Yeah,
be having
that's
some powerful pieces.
it's only because I lived through half the shit that I talk about. I don't write about things that I can't relate to.
I get it.
So so everything that comes out, even if it's not my life story or
You was a
even if it's
witness
not
to
my
it.
personal experience, yeah, I know the person who did it, or I've been through what they're
Got you.
talking about. So it makes it easy to convey that point.
I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let Shades upstairs. My shades. And creative, I see you. Sincerely, I see you too, friends. Stay right there. Thank you, Mr. Poetry. Don't go nowhere. Stay downstairs till you
All
get
right,
where you're
thank you,
going.
All
Miss
right,
Love.
hold on one second. I'm
We home,
coming,
y'all.
y'all. I'm
We
on
home,
my
y'all.
way, y'all. You know,
Man,
it's so
love
tragic
everybody
because
in the building.
I
Mm-hmm.
met this lovely young lady today who's a phenomenal poet, and I made sure to tell her about your events. But I made sure to tell her too late because our conversation was so long. It took me, whatever. So,
Welcome home, Shades.
of course, like I told you earlier, I didn't do tonight's homework. But since I got these new poems and I want to hold on to them for my poetry jam, I figured that we'll try something new today, ladies and gentlemen. So
It's a
we're gonna
premiere over
try to
here for a
freestyle.
premiere over here. Okay.
We're gonna try to freestyle these homework assignment words
Oh,
and
okay.
see where it takes me.
Oh, we here for it.
Uh, since a child, my mother told me that one day I'd be on stage. At quite a young age, I had less the anxiety, but a freedom in my mind to attack the way that I would give the world this quality. Admire me if you want to, but I know I had to throw these hands like kung fu. It's like, should I please this woman and do all the things she sees for me? Or maybe it's the energy deep inside of my mind that I need to set free. I don't know, but soon one day it's like bombs away. Or maybe a state of chaos as I move from place to place. I don't know, but I know one thing is for sure that everyone makes mistakes. Don't forget though, it leads from confusion to diffusion. I told you my family is the fear that I'm not losing, but locations as I change, my memories cannot go deranged, but damn, I won't panic at all because I know in my heart that I am a savage. So please, as the dust and smoke clears, know that I will show no fear as I snatch that mic and take stage because it's something that should be a part of my career, but here deep inside of the soul of me, and know that there was one that hoped to be in survival mode. They chose the king, and know that I am just the G. So turmoil is something I live with. Piece together and pill shit like banana pills. I eat this, but I done told you, leave you speechless is what I tried to do. Admire me if you wanted to, but I know that I am sliding like old school from 80s or maybe 95s on 22. So please, bars.
My Shade Chappelle, y'all.
I
Thank
tried.
you. You ain't do the homework, but you still delivered.
I tried.
Mm.
Because I love you. I'm so mad that I missed at the beginning. But Opulence, just shout out to Opulence. And she came to my live. And as soon as she hopped in, I was like, hold on. This is another one of the poets that I be fucking with. She cool as fuck. And then it all hit me like a lightning bolt. Bitch, what time is it? What time is
Sitting
it?
live. What's the word? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I came right over. And
That's
I
my
hope I did what
poet
I was
back.
supposed to do. Stay back until then, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sincerely, stay right there, friend. Hold on. Sis, it's creative. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello, welcome home. Good morning.
Hey, you funny.
Good morning.
Ever since that horrific day in 2001, 9/11 is a day I'll never forget. I don't live in regret. I remember where I was. I remember the panic. I remember the fear. Memories I hold close. It was my senior year. At the tender age of 17, I had to cope with the confusion and chaos, the worry that overcame my family, making sure I was safe and out of harm's way. From my art class window, some of my classmates saw the attack on the Twin Towers. Though the location of the smoke was unclear, we knew we were living history. We got to let out of school early that day. 9/11 was a part of our yearbook. It was a part of us. We collectively said, don't forget about 9/11 2001. A story to be told to our kids and grandkids, that we bear witness to such a tragedy. I know a lot of people might get anxiety just thinking back to where they were and what they were doing. Now we are on survival mode. Because who would have knew that 23 years ago we would lose so many people? Rewind, 8 years ago, my best friend gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Now 9/11 is a celebration of life. As it is a day we can never forget, we pay tribute to those that did their very best to rescue and save those in distress. 9/11 is a day to be remembered. No bomb or destruction can change that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Baby, y'all, baby. Baby, Creative Soul. Catch her on Tuesdays on Meet Me on the Bougie Side of Town.
Right. Creative
Writer's
Presents
Block.
Writer's Block.
10
Yes,
p.m.
yes.
Eastern.
Yes.
Mhm. She also posts homework. Okay,
Indeed.
that's what got me here. Watching her post the words, I used to give y'all
Yeah,
topics.
right.
And then I said, let me try these words, and it's been words ever since. Shout out to Creative Soul. That's who got me back pushing my pen. She played a big part in who I became as sin. Mm-hmm. Thank you, sis.
It's a blessing, y'all. She blessed.
Thank you. Hello, real sister. Hello. Friend, it's back on you, sin.
Gang.
Hello.
It's been lit. I just been sitting back enjoying the poetry, man. Like,
What a way to start a new season.
you know what I'm saying?
Happy belated birthday yesterday. Mm-hmm. My
So this is a new piece. This piece is called War.
life.
War. War. Since the first boat with colonizers landed, America's been at war. First the war with the Indians, the indigenous, and then a war on words, then a war on food, then a war on school. Televisions were made as weapons of mass destruction, so it seems like it's a war on you. You know, they fucking up the history, so it's a war on time. They manufacture all the weapons and then have the nerve to say it's a war on crime. The trauma, it starts as children. When the love is taken out the home, so it's a war on hugs. You create the disease and then created an industry for pharmaceuticals and then turn around and say it's a war on drugs. It's all out of order. Like, how is it a war on drugs? Don't y'all control the borders? And then you call it contraband? Because it's funny, because all those same crops for drugs, well, they come from this land. I mean, they come from the land of the free, from the home of the brave. See, this land has been many things, but it's never been a home of the slave. Because we've been at war. It's one of the oldest stories ever told. Like, did you know, since the inception of the Vatican, there's been a war on gold, especially when they charge you for absolution. So that's just another war on your soul. And wait, like, don't be late. Because if you don't pay your tithes on time, then you won't be admitted through those pearly gates. And wait, because you got to see the vision. Because there's never been a war on religion. There's only ever been a war fought and then won with religion. You get it? It's like the war, we can't stop it. Because every time I look around, they keep using profits to profit. I'm like, stop it. Because you start wars, the warfare is war fair. Like, who pays the fare for the cost of war? I guess soldiers are bought and sold and then told to follow orders while being leaders of men. They follow the contract that lead to deadly directions that come written out of pen. And then what happens? Another war begins. See, there's a war in the heavens just like there's a war that's within. It's crazy the tactics of war, because instead of swords, they use pens. They write laws that have flaws, but those same laws get redacted. It's just another black out on a piece of paper. That's why they call you black, to kill your status. See, I'm indigenous with a copper tone, but they still want to kill my blackness. You know, it's madness. Because it's a war on the you melanin. That's probably because you are the melanin that's needed for all their biological advancements. They say melanin is a medical marvel. So from the plantation fields to the medical fields, it's clear to see that we don't need no enhancements. See, this melanin is magic, so I hope you're ready for the enchantments. Because when you see a bunch of magical melanated light beams being lit, you realize that witches, wizards, and fairies really do exist. See, there was a point in time when using magic was a risk. But now it's the age of Aquarius, so I want you to gather all the water and use your magic as a gift. They say the soul has a shape. Well, it's time for it to shift. And since we all are born stars, I think it's time for a wish. So I wish for peace. Because only peace can restore. Restore me to a place in time where the indigenous didn't have to endure, in a land of abundance where the air is so pure. It's like when I close my eyes, I think I've been here before. I know America is sick and we are the cure, and I put that on my granny, because I know that is for sure. See, the United States sits on top of America in the land of the free. But me, I'm just a prisoner of war. It's war. Celia.
Yes, my face on the flyer. Shout out to all my faces on the flyer. Y'all did y'all motherfucking thing tonight.
All right, I'm gonna leave out one word. I gotta give you my homework.
Okay.
I
thought that was the homework.
Nah, I told you, I just wrote this. I just wrote your homework just now.
Okay.
So I didn't even put a title on it. So when sin sends me a word, I feel like a verb, because it's all action. I want to give it to you in all captions. You know, the brackets of words. I feel like an army of one, so these are my tactics with words. I use my passion to serve. And I want to serve y'all words of the week for a week. You know, a whole 7 days of words, and every day a new word has a speech. I'm really a word geek. I really do play with words. You know, they hide and I go seek. Yeah, I seek them out. So if I start whispering words in the open, should I just let the secrets out? Have you ever tasted speech on mouth? Tasted time on tongue? Tasted theory in throat and tasted lyrics in your lungs? I'm asking, have you ever kissed a body of work in your lifetime before? Have you ever put your lips on lines and started making out with a metaphor? Have you ever lusted over limericks? Have you ever thought about an orgy with your pen in some sentences? Because sentences get they freak on. But maybe I'm the only one that likes to find the spot between the lines to write pressure and put my G on. I really put the feet into the phenome, because I'm phenomenal. I turn pain into pleasure, and then I turn all that chronic pain into chronicles. So do you want the chronicles of Narnia or Riddick. Because either way, it might turn rigid. When I start talking about the skeletons in my wardrobe, it gets too dark to be specific. You get it? I live it. That's just a way for me to reference a movie and still let you know that I'm different. You see, words are like friends and that I image in my imagination, so you can't tell me they are figments. They're not figments, but they may be fragments. And you can feel the fragments to the ceiling. But when Sin said I could treat words like Legos, I just started building a foundation so my poetry can make a stand with a pen in hand. I think Sin might have to charge y'all admission because this is not an open mic no more. This is Legoland. We're building words are the main attraction. Sincerely yours.
Thank you, friend.
I know the vibes. Make sure y'all go follow me at sincerely yours _poetry. Follow me at the Lost Shower Poets on Clubhouse. Follow the Lost Shower Poets on Instagram. And if you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, then definitely make sure you pull up and come run up my TikTok. You heard? At sincerely yours 86 on TikTok. Love, light, peace, and abundance to everybody. Y'all know the vibes. It's up and stuck, gang.
I appreciate you.
Hey, that queen.
On a Wednesday.
You and that damn galactic pen, man. Lord.
Man, he got my face over here hurting on y'all.
And see, every time he do a piece, he inspired me to pull up another piece. So here we go again.
Okay.
This one is called The United Shades of Black America.
About to run this into what's the word after dark, because we gonna have to let Victor man go. He gonna be like, what's he doing over there?
Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. How dare they call this place united when by the color of our skin we're divided? Home of the free and the brave, more like home of the mentally enslaved. I mean, white folks still calling us niggas and crooks, then spending thousands of dollars to get our color and looks. And you can move in this city, you can move up in this world if your skin is white, but if not, you've got to fight just to get a bullshit job where the pay is little and the work is hard. Of course, when raises come, we still get looked over. All we get is a pat on the shoulder. And if by chance you get ahead and your skin is light, you're talked about as if you don't deal with the same plight. You're called a good house nigga or told you think you're better because your little paycheck is a little bigger. Fact is, we're all still underpaid, and with that extra 10 cents, you worked hard as a slave. Truth is, separation of our people, it started centuries ago, and that hasn't stopped if you didn't know. Not separation of black and white or any other, but separation of our people, our sisters and brothers. We've been taught to hate the skin we're in. If a brother or sister is lighter, we hate them. We hate each other for having more or less than we do, instead of reaching out to one another so another brother or sister could get ahead too. Mm-hmm. So instead of divided, we would be a united shade of Black America, the true land of the free, where we can live as a people productively. We need to understand that we're all in the same boat, struggling, trying to stay afloat. To some, we're all still there, flunkies, just plain old niggas, the same old cotton pickers. It's time to show them how great we are, build up our communities and raise the bar. No doubt our culture has been stripped, but now we've got to study our history and learn from it. We are people being newly cultivated. America is not ready for the monster it created. We bring with us the great architects, mathematicians, kings and queens of the past, building up an intelligent free nation that will last. We bring with us the hip hop generation with words of truth to inspire. and provide inspiration. We bring with us brothers and sisters with abundant education to teach with us the truth of the youth of our nation. We bring poets spitting nothing but truth to encourage and enlighten our youth. We bring with us the lightest and darkest of our race, representing the beauty and diversity of our beautiful Black faces. My brothers and sisters, it's not hard to imagine this place, our nation, created, cultivated, and maintained by our race. No more no more being treated like we're low grade, no more dividing of our shades. Our nation, to be proud of how we are made. No more divided, but finally a beautiful, united shades of Black America.
Hello? Because we run the world. We run the world. Without us, there would be no them. And I mean that.
No, and that's a fact.
Shout out to Meet the Goddess. I don't know who brought you in here, but make sure you hit that favorite on everybody that you've seen here. And if you got some homework, don't be scared to come upstairs and share. You seen Chakra. Oh, yeah, that's my baby.
Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out with one more piece, and I promise you won't see my face unless you ask me to bring it up here. But
well, see, normally, I don't know what you be having going on because I'd have been asked you back. I was taking
no. Now, yeah, I work, night, so you just happen to catch me. But here's the thing: if you let me know, like now we're in September, if you let me know ahead for October, I work where I can set my schedule. And you want me to come up on a Wednesday, you let me know the date and I will be here.
Because I know you got your room over there too. The healing room?
No, I haven't been doing the healing room because I'm doing so much more on the background. But you do, I appreciate it. But the healing room is just a pop-up room for right now because I have so much more going on now.
Outside, I know.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, with that What's on the Grill conversation, y'all better follow and watch because, we getting ready to, once finances allow us to, we getting ready to be doing some poetry tours, picking up poets. We going on the road with poets.
One day I'm going to make it outside to share something. I ain't made it outside yet.
Listen. When I say we picking up poets, we picking up poets. We buying us a RV and putting you on it. We ain't playing because we understand we poets. And I'm a traveling poet, so I understand the cost of traveling. I understand how much it costs to go from one place to another and get a hotel. So we gonna have an RV where everybody got somewhere to sleep, eat, shit, wash. You know what I'm saying? So. And it's going to be a vibe. And of course, in between the tour, we're going to stop at a hotel so we can all have because everybody's going to need to get away from each other for a little while. But this is, we selling tickets. Understand, we selling tickets. We trying to get poets paid. And if we can't talk about it if we don't be about it. So we trying to get poets paid on the road. Yeah, but we're going to be posting y'all. We're going to do it on Patreon. So people are paying to watch this. We doing it on YouTube, little excerpts. I'm telling you, it's going to be big because poetry needs to grow. So, we tired of being underpaid and underappreciated because we just as fly as all the musicians and everybody else out there. So it's time to show who we are.
I'm working on my growth, so I appreciate all y'all for coming over.
Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here. The growth of your pen, number one, but the growth of your delivery, sis, you ready for the stage? I'm so serious. You are ready for the stage. Your delivery has grown so much. You need to be on the stage. You got to prepare yourself for the stage. Where you at in Florida?
South Florida.
Okay, well, that RV is going.
The thing is, I be looking around, but it be on the other side of South Florida. So that's what become bad with me. Because anywho, that's neither here nor there at this time.
But see, the thing about it is when we pick you up on our tour, we taking you away from your state. Because it's lovely to be
plan ahead because I gotta make sure I don't gotta go through them
Of
people's work.
course, don't worry.
Yeah.
We gonna do that. We gonna, some parts of our show have to be scripted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But when we show up at your door and we say, "Welcome on the bus,"
You was supposed to
you
do that
gonna
while
be
you was
ready.
upstairs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Poetry Jam at the end of the month, y'all. Okay, there you go, Shade Chappelle.
And his live.
All right,
At the end of every
I'm
month.
getting out of here for real this time. I love you, sis.
Right.
So proud of you. So proud of
Thank
your
you.
growth. Keep growing. I'm here to support.
I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That Queen
Yeah,
Shay,
right.
y'all make sure y'all
Yeah,
follow
I did it.
everything that she got going. I got you. I got you. You home safely? Good. Miss K, baby. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to read. Susie sent me her homework. Susie Q. You still in here, Susie? Miss K, baby. One of my Virgo ladies. Hello, honey. Hello, good night. Okay. So this is Susie. Big Bag Productions. 9/11 homework. Survival mode. S. Steady on the path before me, allowing the ancestors to guide me. U. Unafraid of the journey ahead, knowing I'm divinely protected, I can get restful sleep. R. Running used to be my form of escape. Now I stop, take a moment and pray. B. Feeling vivacious, extremely loquacious. Get in, babe. I got some places to take us. See, I told her to come read that. I, inquisitive nature. I know what will what? I know. See, I'm messing up her piece. See, I told her to come bring her own piece. I ain't even gonna finish it because it ain't my piece to fuck up. I'm gonna have her come read it another day because it ain't my piece to fuck up. But that was Susie Q, a little snippet. All right, I'm gonna start over. I mean, I mean, yes, but again, I'm still working on my own delivery because I'm an honest being. I'm still working on my own delivery of my own pieces. So I prefer people to come read their own pieces and work on their delivery for them. So just like she sent me her piece because she couldn't be here tonight, she's like the second person to send me their piece. I'm not comfortable reading nobody else's piece because I'm not comfortable fucking up nobody's piece. I'm just speaking honestly. I could take my time and try my best, but I feel that your piece gonna come best from you because it's off of your feelings, off of your experience, off of you. But I'm gonna try it again. Hold on, y'all. Survival mode. S. Steady on the path before me, allowing the ancestors to guide me. U. Unafraid of the journey ahead, knowing I'm divinely protected, I can get restful sleep. R. Running used to be my form of escape. Now I stop, take a moment and pray. B. Feeling vivacious, extremely loquacious. Getting bait, I got some places to take us. I. Inquisitive nature. I know what will sate you. Come taste and see. B. Vibrant and attractive. I got the magic, it's active. A. Allow yourself the pleasure of me. Getting good with a sag. It's nice and warm, real cozy, you'll see. L. Leave your inhibitions at home. Come walk on the wild side. It's fun. M. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you're the shy type. Well, so am I. O. Our energy and chemistry together is a different kind of high. D. It's okay to fall deep, baby. You'll get in good hands. E. Enticement is the game, and I can't wait for us to play. Okay. That was Susie. I'm gonna make her come read her own piece again. But that was Susie Q. Big Bag Productions. I'm gonna make her come read her own piece. But yes, Jamal, if you'd like, you can send it in and take a chance on me. if you like. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. This has been What's the Word Poetry, Season 4, Episode 1. It's a premiere. And shout out to everybody that came upstairs and shared. All my faces on the fly. We was only missing one. He was experiencing a toothache today, and that was Audie. Audie the Fox. But he's a dope poet on Instagram. Y'all can find him too. Everybody that's been in here, I found them on Instagram. Or TikTok first. From TikTok to IG, or IG to tag. Yeah, I be recruiting them to come over. They need to give me a check. My bot in French, I need to start checking me. But anywho, let me reach out to the video man. Cause we 30 minutes over. More than usual. But he'll understand. Hold on, y'all. Sheesh. And if anybody like to come upstairs and request a box, and we could just chill out, we could do that too. Let me see if he live. Okay, gotta find him on IG. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all all so dope. Tower, there he go. You like, who calling me? Sin calling me? Yeah. We finished, video man. Thank you. We finished. I'm sorry I ran a little bit over. I said I'm finished. I ran a little bit over. I'm sorry, but I'm finished. Thank you. Shout out to the